liquidator.
Yeah, it's liquid.
And, can I read a list then before we go?
Yeah, check out and top.
Ladies and gentlemen, these are the places.
Turn around there.
These are the places. Oh yes, this came on the mail this evening. It's a Manx Travel Agency. Check her out. That's not too bad, is it?
That's a good.
What we've got so far.
Turn around to the camera.
I don't like to be done this in the absence of the doc, but Cody Charles Float Committee pledges. Georgie Kelly £100 from Avonmore. Michael Rowe £100 from you know where. Eamon Cloney score. Tom Brennan Collar 50. Don Reddy £30 or a Nissan car, a Nissan Classic, redrawn for that. If not, a stainless steel thing. Has Jim Bollard £500 or a no rally bike. And you have Fancy Me, the auctioneer, £50 or a bag of fresh stock. Oh, it's a bag of this stock. Johnny O'Rourke, £100 or a tin of biscuits. Well, that's some total. Did you bring the calculator? It's there. It's in the region of. I don't know what math here, but the doc has
He's very good, isn't he?
we are starting off, ladies and gentlemen, with some total of £890.
Typical.
Yeah, well,
That's so much typical.
Pledges, my dear man.
I don't see anyone's name behind
I
me.
took one of them on tape.
Mr. Financial Controller, how much have we actually got at the moment?
So far. Sorry, vulgar question.
Very good. Very good.
20 quid off them as well.
Could you elaborate?
The next meeting, 30. Mean about 15 minutes time.
All right, Mr. Mayor.
But you get 1,000 rainbows there. We do lures. Something like that.
Yeah.
What's a better crack?
We're going off.
St. Patrick, we have one for the mayor.
Jim Bulger.
Jim Bulger.
You won't do the rainbow when I said it.
Rainbow's too tough.
We don't do topical stuff.
We do the different content.
Gold.
Yeah, possible. We do the possible.
Yeah. We'll do the rainbow with the skinner. The gas skinner.
We call it little.
The fucking betted with the 14 one cow with pilers and trams of coal and everything. I mean, just the pints and stuff. Laura and Julie Charles. That was 14 monks bet.
Got the 14 months.
And I went down to get pilers and the coal and
They're off the mind. Good at that time.
I was thinking that in 2 years' time, it'll be 10 years.
That would be a great one to do. I tell you what, a great
that morning.
Not even a 10-year anniversary.
Honey.
Oh,
One my mistake, they won't harm me.
A couple of carpenters.
I don't want harm.
The worst of the carpenters we have.
they're carpenters.
Connie went over the shit.
Battle in Met, every year.
Oh, yeah.
Then you can hear they all look there and going up in them people there.
You know why the dock is
doing
that? The dock is handling into the back pocket. That's going on.
That's goes without saying.
We didn't get
What's that?
We're having a St.
They
Patrick's.
were one in Kilkenny last year. We were supposed to get £700. Avalon got their money. Not a penny. Unless someone got it, we don't know anything about. £700 last year, we didn't get one fucking red head.
The guy down the road, so we keep the guy down the road.
The guy down the road, yeah. How are they got?
Yeah.
Grand.
Well, yours was got
Had to be got the top honor. Who got it up?
Maybe the dock got it. The dock was there too. The dock, I heard there was a tailor with the dock.
Money for that, you know.
There was a bunch of
You're going to get forward.
The only winner I had 68.
Why did it? Where do you go in there?
Just
Fucking half the money in that church, I don't be touching, they have to mind that money for the boys.
for the boys.
Who do you think will win now?
Put a black mark in that there, black. Yes, well, fuck you anyway.
It's only a Thursday, man. That's only not three. No, you bought me, you're fine.
I am after getting sponsorship up with Thursday
I'm
out there
fucking sitting there for the last half hour and you're going in with your fucking brief.
They'll give you a £20 for the top minor, he says. No, Paul. The Bowley bid. He's giving you a half of work in no year as well. And you're going to vote for the fucking Merrymount, man. The hospital, man. The poorhouse, man. The poorhouse.
You should be in the boat.
Fucking poorhouse. There's going to be the poorhouse in the new year. There won't be a thing to be got. I remember the poorhouse, but I barely remember. Mark Blade was writing about the other day. Yes, he wrote it there. Yeah. The bit continued. It's a trailer.
What's going on here? I have to hear both sides.
I read my minutes.
What's we call you, Bertie?
Leave it over there.
I'm just resurrected 950 quid. The recession was on, and I heard you're on the fucking way out in the middle of the night.
No,
Which way through the mills here?
no, I have big sponsorship. I was with Patrick Flynn. He told me we're going out to Brussels tomorrow.
We'll have the money up there.
And we'll have the money Monday.
Everything you're saying I won't be to us. No, where's the doc? Where's the bucky?
Did you ever see a politician in time?
Hey, Doc, you want a toothpick? You're in the large bag
Well, no, I was in 19th. Yeah, yes.
No, get toothpick there.
Very nice at 1750 ago.
I might have said a few things on the radio there, but hey, there'll be no children alone Scott up there next year. I never did speak then about the party going the money.
Some more information
We
there.
don't die in there for that now.
Some information there for the trader.
No, the meeting is over now.
Yeah, you're very like Albert now in your temporary little arrangement with the PDs here.
Kitty is a witness there. I showed him. I got a brochure from Manny's there.
Davy.
Did Lionel Steen
Yeah.
go for that?
Lionel Steen is out of Compton next week. Very good friend of mine.
Did he cost that?
Very good.
You have to promise me earlier in the
I
year.
just went him down to me. He showed me his portfolio. I was impressed.
money there.
Yeah, I never brought up that one. The passage day money wasn't put into the kitchen.
700.
10 o'clock I was told the meeting was at here.
Oh, Doc.
But you went on and had your private little meeting then before that and ousted me.
There'll be no ill feelings, Doc, but there's £700. I was told it on that was fucking got.
He's
Well, when you take over,
What do you promise? He's only put up his logs for the vote.
when you take over this job, I hope you're going to take over what we're in the red as well.
No, I'm not taking over any bad days, Doc.
Oh, the man. That goes with the territory.
It's enough to have him below Paddy Kelly's the receiver. I'm not a receiver.
He's a giver.
Where's the troubleshooter?
We have it on film.
I know a witness.
Yeah. Is it done already?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That was like there was no one supposed to know about that.
Well, Doc.
I have sponsorship got off Jimmy and Mary by them puddings worked great for them two last year.
Who's Jimmy and Matt?
You're all this.
Your mates.
Cross-sit down. It says you'd get more out of them than you get out of the floor. After the passage there, Fred.
There.
Where's that cut?
Here.
Now, Doc.
Well, I was accused of having a holiday during the summer.
Tomorrow.
We have rightly so.
Did you have a holiday?
evidence of that.
There was spies in the Lord Bagnall. There was spies in Spring Hill. There was spies in Langtons. I don't know why you're asking where did you go.
Just a friend of mine happened to go in, and you're sitting, Dory was having steak and chips in it. The Lord Bagnan, why you pay a pound for a cup of tea in it? When you take a tea bag in it to get some more.
And you want to know then where the 700 quid go, and you don't want to know.
Do that. Sponsor and fucking day try. They couldn't sponsor it again.
It's old. Sure, that's old. 85 quid is old. How much? 185. Bloody jeez, that's a £200 there, man. Well, most of that is owed to Roe, so your man is getting 200 off him, so Roe told me this evening to give the minor 15. I see you down there at the hat.
That's all they done.
What you do with the 30 pieces of silver you got?
No, I'll admit that, man.
Well, then go off for Willie Shea anyway.
Eugene,
Or pins.
Big vote here tonight.
I'll fill in those.
For the minor. The old Cody financial controller is the financial controller. Just a mix, yeah. We're not spoiled votes. We know there are a lot of counts, you know.
Fresh up the new year and we just had a call.
You
weren't there.
No.
hey, Jess, you must have got another hand up there.
The vote now.
Here, Donald, this is your card to vote for me. This is your card to vote for me.
Connie, come up there in the special.
The Connie beer, that's primary, that's Judas.
Yeah.
No.
The top bought me here.
First of all, I ain't going to ask you
They were
straight
put the
out.
fucking Avalon down there for long enough with the
Yeah.
Montaigne monks and everything, and what did you win?
That's my bought me beer.
Huh?
Put it
This
away.
I'm going to ask you all straight out now. I'm going to ask you all straight out now so as I know who my mates are. Who are you voting for?
hold on now, Doc.
You said the Connie.
Oh, sorry, the minor.
No, secret vote.
No, I want to know who... Tony, who are you going to vote for?
That's
It's not an audible, but it's a secret ballot. Secret ballot.
Secret ballot.
Who are you going to vote for, Sherwood?
Go get there a fucking...
Minor, who are you going to vote for?
I'm going to vote for the buck.
Surely.
A secret ballot here.
Surely.
In town hall.
They're not
The minors aren't entitled to vote.
No.
The Doc in the here
I
one.
got no
The
vote.
Doc got no
I got
vote.
no vote.
The candidate.
I have to want to get a vote.
You're not entitled to vote. Vote, eh?
I made the down
What's he
anyway.
doing with that then?
He's only looking at
Let's
it.
go. We have a bit of order here now.
The Minster or the
Let's
Doc?
vote. Did you fill their in, please, lads? And put them. Can I count? You did the count. John Dail is overseeing the
I
count.
want the Connie to oversee the...
No, Donald, would you count the votes?
Oh, we've got to be allowed to take it. Yeah. Minor, please.
My man has to scrutineer that as well, so he has...
Hey, you're different. Oh, it's just me.
Ah, this is all lies.
Everybody else is the fast way.
Let's
have a Connie here now.
That's the Doc. He's the minor. That's the minor.
You write down here.
What?
Yeah. That's the minor. That's a smile 4. That's a smile 4.
How are we there, Joe?
This one for the Doc. That's 6 each so far. That's AFE. But I think we're using it here in the Thailand.
This is a bit of Thailand.
Yes, another one for the minor.
On the minor.
Willie, you're a tally man. You're a tally man. The minor ahead by 1.
Minor's leading by 1.
Minor's leading by 1.
Minor, you're leading by 1. You're leading by 1, minor.
It's leading by 2 now. Leading by 2.
Go for the minor.
There's 2 more to go. Oh, it's 1 for the Doc. 1 for the Doc.
Come on, Doc.
Another 1 for the Doc.
For the 6, the minor.
For the Doc.
Recount.
Recount. We have to go
back.
But he wanted to do it.
This is very strong. We're doing this thing.
But then he wanted me to do the reason.
Yeah.
It's a draw. It's a draw.
Draw.
We've had a recount. We've gone through it 3 times.
There was that down in Reynolds Fort there, and there was that down here.
There's a casting vote here.
No, I didn't fill it in yet.
You haven't filled it in yet. But,
That's
that's a spoiled vote. There's beer spilled on it. There's been no decision made
We'll
here.
have to listen to the whole thing again now.
No decision made here tonight. But now there's a.
I think the 2 men to vote your case.
Yeah. I thought they were attaching case. Well, I know. Go to this coffee, give us a rep.
This is called head-to-head in the Marshals. I sensed it after last year, that murmur of dissent. Only coming second. Was the money wisely spent? The CYF were unhappy, looking for a scapegoat. The doc was in the firing line, he was treasurer of the float. The minor was most vociferous in condemning what he said was gross overspending and going into the red. The doc, though questioned closely, replied, I ain't saying nothing, except to remind you all I bought you all black pudding.
That was a lame excuse.
I'm sorry, says the minor, that's not good enough, doc. If we don't get good sponsors, this float will be in hock. Now I've got the connections, so I'll be treasurer next year. And to prove that I mean it, I'm giving up the beer. A split now seems certain.
Fuck you, Connie, anyway.
A split now seems certain in the CYF. The doc supporters were unhappy and a little bit upset. They said he'd done a good job, and then got a little bolder.
Yeah, fair play to the
Said
doc.
he would resign if the minor was financial controller.
Fair play to the doc.
Some supported the minor in his grab for power. No pun intended, doc, but that we can be sure. They said we need the best man to get us out of the red. The only way to solve it is to have a head-to-head. Now head-to-head was in fashion. We had Clinton and George Bush, and Albert and John Bruton on the telly telling us that if we voted for them, all our troubles would be over. Of course, as you well know, folks, we've heard all that before. The venue was the Marshals, seen at many a great debate. The issue was the treasurer's job out here, and so we'll deal with the matter. Dail now I hasten to add in case you think it's father. The minor arrived with advisors, Hickey, Neighbour and Scruff. The doc had Sandy and Sam. He said 2 would be enough. Jackie says we're here tonight to bring these 2 to their senses. So we'll start the show by going through last year's expenses. Sheets and passed them all around. The minor studied one of them, frowned, then lifted down. To keep us going at this rate, we'd need a sponsor like Queen Liz. You have £100 down here. Elocution lesson for Dizzy. All he done was roar and shout and give the crowd his blessing. 2 ton here for Leamy to learn bedroom etiquette.
Come on, Joe.
Art lessons here for the Bucky. It's causing me to worry. You don't need art lessons to paint the side of a lorry. 3 ton you have down here to teach Paddy and Bernie to dance. And then there's item number 7 that really shows up this caper. £10 I believe it cost for bird seed for a fucking pigeon made of paper. Worse it gets. It's hard to keep the score. Tell me, Doc, I don't mean to shock, but did you ever work for Green Corps?
Yeah.
And then there's the case of the Connie, who last year you sacked. Although you say that wasn't the way he wasn't sacked, he jacked.
You left, yeah.
But that's all got to be sorted out. And the fun is, you see, the Connie is in the claim. Connie is saying he is in the claim for 5 years redundancy.
You'll get that too.
I'll still stick with you, doc.
Then the minor said, then the minor said, now through the chair, if I'd been financial controller, we wouldn't be beat out in that street by chinks and japs from Ferrola. That's a racist remark, said Jackie.
Appointed chairman.
And have, lawyers and have jury guards for the Orient race up in that place. And he showed the minor, neither man won. To have a revolving financial control.
No, definitely out.
One or two details to come. Like who will be in charge when the money is large and who will be there when there's none. Then to decide on what to do, sworn to secrecy I can't say, but you can bet that the CYF will be there on New Year's Day. There on New Year's Day.
Outside the street, now been on Doddy Yard. When the mayors come out.
I'm not saying what way to vote, that was a secret vote. Secret ballot.
No, Nulty, I have a proposal.
Sitting in the fence.
Hey, minor can be treasurer, and if we end up in the black, I'll be treasurer. That's fair enough.
Well, that's the player last year's bill.
That's a rotate.
I